Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and furry studio audience. Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Alright, I just felt like I needed to defend myself a little bit, because everyone's saying, well, I'm not taking the vaccine, or a lot of people are saying, well, I don't want to have to take it, and I shouldn't be forced to take it. And I'm not saying, I didn't do that last video saying that, you should be forced to take it. No, you should have your own, you have your own brain, you have your own right, you have your right to choose whether or not you want to have the vaccine or not. Completely up to you, and if it's not going to be completely up to all of us, then something's wrong with this country and the revolution needs to start. Okay, but that's all I'm saying, is that if you are going to make it available, and for those of us who maybe want it, put the truckers back up there at the top of the list, because we're still helping keeping this country running. That was my whole point in doing that. If you don't want the vaccine when it's available, turn it down. You don't have to take it. Just like you don't have to vaccinate your kids if you don't want to. Alright, it's recommended by the CDC and blah 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 and all that, but you have your own beliefs, go your own way, baby. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Fleetwood Mac, by the way. If you're wondering, why do I always do that with song references? Because I've spent over 20 years in radio, so phrases always pop into my head as songs. Anyway, yeah, you don't have to take the vaccine if you don't want to when it's available. That's all I'm saying. So don't think I'm trying to say you need to have it, you're forced to take it. No, that's not what that was about. And on to the OOIDA thing. Some have said, yeah, Todd Spencer may not be a great, option for the FMCSA because he was, as OOIDA and ATA I really don't like. American Trucking Association, no. OOIDA, I don't agree with everything they do, but I also think they do a lot more good things for truckers, too. I don't agree with the fact that they were behind, the ELD mandate along with the ATA. ATA is, I think, still behind speed limiters in trucks, which is a bad thing. I'm totally against that. The reason I thought Todd Spencer from OOIDA would be a good option for head of the FMCSA is because at least he's got a trucking background. It seems like whenever they put a new head of the FMCSA, it's somebody who maybe ran a bus schedule in a little, medium-sized town in, Bent Knees, Kentucky or something, and they say, well, he's got a transportation background. Yeah. That doesn't mean he knows trucking. That's why I was suggesting Todd Spencer, because at least, take the good and bad, he's got more knowledge of the trucking industry, which means he won't get the job. They're going to pick some other yahoo, who, like I said, has maybe set the bus schedule for, Short Hairs, Arkansas for the last 5 years, and that he's going to be qualified to be head of the FMCSA. Look what they did with the hours of service changes. I had to make how many videos trying to explain it because it's so freaking complicated. Yes, it's more flexible if you manipulate it right and know how to use it right, but it shouldn't be that complicated. Anywho. And I try to never really bring up political views on this channel because you're never going to win with politics, because everybody is very passionate about why they believe in this and believe in that and so forth. And so political views, that's something I try not to really get into. I was not a Trump supporter. I was not a Biden supporter. Okay? I tend to not like politicians in general, all of them, because they're choosing a career in that, and they're just more worried about advancing their career as a politician, in my opinion. I voted for Perot twice. Why? Because he wasn't a politician. He was a crazy Texas billionaire, company or business owner. I voted for him because he was kind of nuts. And he wasn't a politician. That's why I voted for him. So that kind of tells you where I'm at. I tend to not like all politicians equally. I don't like the Democrats. I don't like the Republicans. I can argue why for both sides, but I'm not going to get into that. Okay, I'm kind of apolitical that way. I tend to hate all politicians equally. And honestly, I can say I voted for Perot for another reason, strictly for the comedy. He was just so fun to make fun of. I love to make fun of the guy even though I voted for him. Yeah, he said those ridiculous things like, you can't feed grain to a goose and get gold bars out the other end. It just don't happen, people. You see, can I speak? Can you hear me? So like I say, I know I'm not going to please everybody all the time. I know that, and so if you disagree with me, great, fine. You don't have to threaten me by saying, I'm going to unsubscribe. Just do it, and you don't need to, make your point that way. Honestly, if you've liked some of the things I've said before, then you disagree me on one point, why is that a reason to unsubscribe? I like a lot of actors in movies. I think they're good actors, but I don't align with their political beliefs at all. Especially when, I hate it when actors come out on political views at all. You're an actor, shut up, act. We don't want to hear your political views. But anyway, so I don't think that's a reason to unsubscribe. I don't like everything about everybody, and you're not going to agree with me on everything. Everybody's got their own brain, their own mind. Just because you don't agree with me on every single thing, just throwing that out there. For the few of you maybe wondering, yeah, I am in Spanish Fork, Utah, delivered finally tonight. I wasn't even scheduled to deliver this till tomorrow. It's that ARC Best load I was talking about in the last video. But they called me up, they wanted it early. I had kind of planned to try to deliver it today anyway. And I got there tonight. Boy, hairy drive across Wyoming. There was this huge, storm, snow squalls and stuff that weren't even predicted that I drove across. The wind was terrible. This load only weighed about 20,000 pounds. Damn near blew over a few times. That was thrilling. Boy, drivers, don't you love that feeling when you can feel that trailer pick up just a little bit and you're like, yeah! Yeah, that's fun. And then, of course, the snow was happening, but I still made it here in actually pretty good time and got delivered. Just took them forever to get me unloaded tonight. And yes, I do have a load that I'm picking up tomorrow in Salt Lake that goes to Toledo, Ohio, but doesn't deliver till Monday. So I'm going to drive home to Cheyenne tomorrow, assuming I can make it back across. I-80 shut down completely now tonight in Wyoming, so it's going to depend on that. I figure if I can't make it home tomorrow, well, maybe at least Thursday morning, Christmas Eve morning, I can make it home. But that's my plan, and to be home Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then since it doesn't deliver till Monday and I have a window to like 2 p.m. Monday, well, I'm going to do most of the drive on Sunday and then the rest on Monday, so that way I get at least a few days, 3 full days at the house. That's a very unusual thing. So I'm going to spend some time with the family and do the Christmas thing. And those of you wondering, yes, Rusty's going to get some Christmas presents. I always get him more like canine carryouts or begging strips. Well, he loves them begging strips. And I always get him a new toy or something, new chew toy. So yeah, he has his own stocking, by the way. So yes, he'll get stuff. So, and I already know one present that my wife is getting me that I'll be doing videos about. I can maybe cook pizzas here in the truck. We'll talk about that after Christmas once I get that, and we'll do some unboxing and have some fun. All right, I just felt like I needed to defend myself a little bit from everybody thinking, I'm thinking this or thinking that. I know I'm not going to please everybody. So, and somebody said, well, I'm unsubscribing. Fine, go ahead. Okay? This is America. Right, Rusty? He doesn't agree with me half the time anyway. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please ring the bell for notification. Like and comment if you want to, and I'll take all comments, good and bad. I worked in radio for over 20 years. This is not new to me. People telling me I'm full of crap, and telling me to shut up and all that. I got that in radio for 20 years. Same thing here on YouTube. All right, so that won't offend me. So anyway, please comment and please like if you want to, and dislike if you want to as well. I mean, why not? Well, that's what it's for, baby, to tell me you like it or not. Right? Luckily, he doesn't talk. Nobody seems to dislike Rusty. Please subscribe, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Davenport is in Iowa, not Illinois, where you are now, 22 miles away. You're in the wrong state. Get yourself a new map.